Welcome to beautiful Playa Mujeres, Mexico. My name is Lori, and I'm so glad you could join me today for this 30-minute gentle yoga class. You'll need a mat, and maybe it's nice to have a bottle of water close by to take a few sips of water during class. Also, we will be doing some seated positions on the mat today. If you prefer, please get a straight back chair, as these stretches can be done in a chair as well. So you do what is best for you. I would like to show you a safe way to come to your mat to a seated position. This would not be advisable for anyone who has been advised not to bear weight on the knees. But if you'd like to try this position, step the leg back, bending the front knee. The palms of the hands come onto the thigh. The back knee slowly lowers towards the mat. Then releasing the hands as the opposite leg comes back to meet the other leg, and then gently rolling onto your hip, and then extending the legs forward. We'll be focusing on the neck and the shoulders, so you can choose what position you prefer to have your legs in. You can have the legs extended forward onto the mat, or you can come to a nice, gentle, cross-legged seated position. Let's rest our hands on top of our knees. If you're in the chair, just come to the middle of the chair so that you can rest your feet flat on the floor, keeping the back away from the back of the chair, finding that nice straight spine. Let's all pull in those abdominal muscles, open up that chest just slightly, feeling that nice length in the spine. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, lower the center of your chin towards the center of your chest. And then bringing the left ear over to the left shoulder. And then chin comes back to center. And then right ear to right shoulder. And then back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Chin comes back to center. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin comes back to center. This time as the left ear comes towards the left shoulder, hold here for a couple of breaths, feeling that nice stretch through the neck and maybe into your shoulder. And then releasing the chin back to the chest and bringing opposite ear to the shoulder. This time feeling a nice stretch on the left side of the neck. Hold here for a full breath, inhaling to 4, exhaling to 4, and then releasing the chin back to the chest. And then raising the head to bring the gaze back forward. Bringing the fingertips on top of the shoulders, extending the elbows out in opposite directions. First bringing the left elbow forward as the right elbow comes back. And then bringing the right elbow forward as the left elbow goes back. Drawing big circles with the elbows. Moving slowly. Trying to make big circles, really exaggerating the movement. And then when the left elbow comes forward, reversing the direction. more rotations. And then coming back to that position where the elbows are pointed out in opposite directions. And then releasing the fingertips towards the mat, really reaching the arms away from the body. Just gently lowering the fingertips onto the mat. Or if you're in the chair, just extending the arms away from the body, pointing the fingers towards the floor. Take a nice breath here, feeling that stretch through your arms. Oh, that feels so good. Now lifting the left hand and bringing it just on the opposite side of the head. Not pulling on the head, but just allow the head to fall towards the left. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Inhaling to 4. Exhaling to the count of 4. Feeling that nice stretch through the right side of the neck. And then releasing the head from the hand and back out to the side as the head comes to center. And we'll repeat that on the opposite side. Bringing the right hand on top of the head. And then just allowing the head to fall towards the right. Not putting really any pressure on the head. Holding that nice stretch here. I feel that stretch clear through my neck, my arm, clear through to my fingertips. I hope you do too. And then releasing the hand back and bringing the head back to center. If you're in a cross-legged seated position, let's change the cross of our legs here. Remembering to feel those sit bones into the mat or into the chair. Nice straight spine. Stomach muscles are pulled in. Bringing the hands to rest on the knees. Take a full breath here. And then taking that left hand and placing it behind you, or if you're in the chair, you can just reach underneath the chair towards the back of the chair. And then turning to look towards the extended arm. Take a full breath here. And then release back to center. And then turn to look in the opposite direction. Taking a full breath here. And then coming back to center. Bringing the left hand back onto the knee and extending the right arm back behind the hip. Finding that nice length in the spine. Turning to look towards the extended arm. And then turning the head back to center. And then turning to look in the opposite direction. And then bringing the head back to center. Bringing both hands in front of you on the mat. Or if you're in the chair, just resting your hands on top of the knees. The legs are extended out in front of you. And then just walking the hands down the legs. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of the legs. And maybe in the lower back. Nice straight spine. As though we're pushing the chest forward over the legs. And then coming back to that upright seated position and taking a nice breath here. Then extending the arms out in opposite directions. Thumbs are pointed upwards. And then the left arm comes under the right arm, the elbows cross, and then the arms wrap, bringing the palm onto the fingertips of the opposite hand. The elbows are at shoulder height. Feeling that nice stretch between the shoulder blades. And then releasing the arms back in that opposite direction. Thumbs up, fingers spread wide. And then bringing the right arm under the left arm. Crossing at the elbows, wrapping the arms around each other, bringing the fingertips of one hand onto the palm of the opposite hand. Elbows are at shoulder height. Holding here for a couple of breaths. Really releasing the tension between the shoulder blades, feeling that nice stretch in the upper back. And then releasing the arms, releasing the fingers back onto the mat. And then we'll come back up to a standing position. So coming onto all fours. Then bringing one foot forward. Curling the toes of the opposite foot, lifting that knee, stepping forward, and then slowly rising back up to that standing position. Coming to our mountain pose. So in mountain pose, our feet are hip width apart, our arms are away from the body, our thumbs are pointing upwards, as though you're giving yourself a thumbs up today for doing something good for you. Hold here in the mountain pose, feeling that nice tight core, pulling in that abdomen, feeling that length in the spine. Take another full breath here. And then stepping your left foot back, coming to our Warrior One position. So in Warrior One, the toes of the front foot are pointing forward. The back foot is at a 45-degree angle, as though the outside of the foot is aligning with the back corner of the mat. Making sure that you can see the toes of the front foot so that we have that nice alignment of the ankle and the knee. We feel all four corners of both feet pushing even weight into the mat. And bringing the arms out to the side, thumbs pointing upwards towards the sky. We bring the arms up overhead, bringing the thumbs to touch each other. And then bending the elbows and bringing the elbows towards the earth, opening the chest for our cactus arms. Inhale, we reach. Exhale. Inhale, we reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing the arms along the side body. Stepping the back foot up to meet the front foot. Coming back to our mountain pose and taking a couple of breaths here. Now we'll step the opposite back foot to our warrior one position. So the front toes are in the center of the mat, pointing forward. The back foot is at a 45-degree angle with the outside of the foot angling towards the corner of the mat. The torso, the chest, the hips are all facing forward. Looking down to make sure we've got the alignment of the front knee above the ankle. Toes are pointing forward. Give yourself that thumbs up, bringing the hands overhead. And then releasing the elbows, creating a nice arch in the upper spine, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other as we open the chest. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale, really reach. Exhale, lower. And then releasing the arms along the side body. Stepping the back foot up to meet the front foot. Coming back to that warrior pose. If you'd like, close your eyes here. Take a few breaths. Focus on how your body feels. If you feel any tightness in the body, try and bring the breath to that part of your body. Big inhale through the nose. Nice big exhale through the nose. And if you'd like to take this brief moment to get a sip of water, please feel free to do so. And then returning back to the front and center of our mat, back to our mountain pose. Inhaling to the count of 4. Exhaling to the count of 4. In our mountain pose, we feel the knees pulling up, tightening the muscles of the thigh, the upper leg. So the muscle feels as though it's pulling on the bone, and that helps strengthen the bone. The thumbs are pointed upwards. Once again, giving yourself that thumbs up. Take a couple more breaths here. And then stepping that left foot back, this time we're going to come to the warrior 2 position. So the left foot steps back. This time the back foot is at a 90-degree angle. So the outside of the back foot aligns with the short end of the mat. The front toes are in the center of the mat, pointed forward. The knee is bent directly over that ankle. Look down, make sure you can see those toes. The torso and the hips are turned towards the long length of the mat. Bring those hands, thumbs up, lifting them to shoulder level, and the gaze comes over that front thumb. I'm going to turn so that you can see this position from a side angle. So my front heel aligns with the arch of the back foot. The knee is directly over the ankle. The hips and the torso are open, the thumbs are up, the arms are really stretching, reaching in opposite directions. Hold here for one more breath. On an inhale, rise the arm overhead as the back arm comes to rest on the back leg. And then on your exhale, the front arm bends as the forearm comes on to rest. And the back arm reaches thumbs first, coming overhead. So exhale, we reverse the warrior. Inhale, side angle. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Keeping those palms wide open, leading with the thumb. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. This time resting here in our side angle pose, really stretching with the arm that's reaching into the sky, feeling that stretch all along the arm, clear down the side body and into the hip. And then releasing back to our warrior two position, thumbs pointing towards the sky. And then releasing the hands onto the waist. And then turning the toes to face the long length of your mat. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, hinging from the hips, nice straight spines. Slowly start to come forward to that halfway tabletop back. And then on your inhale, rise back up, moving slowly through the position. Take a full breath here. And then on your next exhale, lower back to that half wide-legged forward fold. Inhale back up. This time, turning the right toes forward, coming to warrior two on the opposite side, making sure the knee is aligning over the ankle. We feel equal weight on both feet. Try lifting the toes from the mat and then releasing the toes back towards the mat. The torso and the chest and the hips are turned towards the long length of the mat. And then releasing the arms, pointing those thumbs upward, rising the arms up, extending, really reaching through both arms in opposite directions. And then turning towards looking at that front thumb and taking a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, reach back, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. And then releasing the hands back to the waist. Stepping the feet together. Coming back to the center of your mat. Coming to that nice mountain pose and taking a few breaths here. Try lifting all 10 toes from the mat. And then slowly lowering the toes back towards the mat. Just making sure that we're not gripping the mat with the toes. Take a couple more breaths here. Focus on how your body feels. It's a beautiful day here. It was pretty chilly this morning. Chilly by, I mean 60 degrees. But it's warming up. On your next inhale, leading with the thumb, slowly rise the arms overhead. Bringing the thumb towards each other. And then turning the palms to face each other, bringing the palms of the hands together overhead. And then lowering the hands through the center of the body. Inhale, thumbs up. Exhale, lowering prayer hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. And then releasing the hands away from the arm, thumbs up. Feeling all four corners of the feet pushing into the mat. Take a nice breath here. And then bringing the hands onto the waist. Take a big inhale. And then as we exhale, hinging from the hips, nice flat back. Coming forward to that tabletop back. And then on the inhale, rise back up. Exhale, halfway forward fold. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale. And this time, let's hold in this position. Really pushing the hips away from the body as we feel the stretch in the back of the legs. And then finding that nice length through the spine. As though there's a string at the top of your head and it's pulling your head away from your hips, really finding that nice stretch there. And then on the inhale, rising back up to that standing position. Releasing the arms along the sides. And then lifting the shoulders towards the ears. And then releasing the shoulders away from the ears. So on your inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears. And then on the exhale, let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing all that tension away from the neck and the shoulders. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Stretching the toe out in front of you, pointing the toe just in front of the body, and then out to the side, and then reaching back, and then bringing the leg back out to the side, and then pointing the toe forward, really feeling that stretch in the calf muscle, the foot, and then bringing the right foot back, extending the opposite foot, pointing through that toe, feeling the stretch in the calf, then extending that leg out, pointing that toe, and then reaching back behind, and then out to the side, and then the toe comes forward, and hold here, feeling the stretch in the foot and the calf. And then bringing the left foot back to meet the right foot. Bringing the hands onto the shoulders. Really pulling the shoulder blades together. Opening up the chest and holding here as we continue to breathe. And then bringing the elbows towards each other, lowering the elbows towards the chest or the waist, holding here. And then bringing the elbows out to the side. Releasing the hands, coming back to that mountain pose. May the longtime sun shine upon you. May love surround you. And may the inner light within you guide you onward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you can join again soon.